Today on Exploring Through Our Lens, join Dan and I as we take the historic railroad trail up to the Hoover Dam.
We're starting up the historic railroad pass, and look behind us here. They had to blast all of this rock away. It's just incredible what's going on here.
Yes, and right below us is actually Lake Mead. So it's really incredible what they did.
I am literally sitting on a piece of history in the making here. So what I'm sitting on is the cap that they made for the turbines as they were building the dam. So they built the dam and they built the spot where the turbines were going, but then the water was going to come up inside the dam. So they had to build these huge caps. It's got to be 15 to 20 feet across on this cap. And there's one for each turbine. Now, once the turbines came in, they removed the caps, and I can come right over here. They had the foresight to put these huge hooks on so they could pick these huge pieces of cement up, unblock it, and then put the turbine on. This is just one of the most incredible things I've seen in a very, very long time. Now, what they did when they got rid of these, we are probably about a mile to a mile and a half into the railroad trail. So they just came down and they just threw them over the side, and here they are as a piece of history for all of us to see.
So the marina here, the restaurant down there is a really cool place to go get a snack. There's catfish out there. So being out here in, on this rail trail with Terry and her husband John has been, you see different things when you meet people and you talk about things that you've experienced. Now you were saying, what did you see down the road?
Oh, there was a campground. There's Government Wash, and people can camp there on BLM land. But they had, it looked like it was an old park that kind of is abandoned, and so people are still parking there.
Oh, wow.
There.
Wow, that is really cool.
I am standing in the exact spot that Clint Eastwood confronted a motorcycle gang in the 1977 Warner Brothers movie, The Gauntlet. Now this movie, he was a police officer on the down and out, and he was escorting Sandra Lockett, who was my high school love, but he was escorting her to get back to testify, and actually the good guys, the police, were hunting him down. It's quite the movie, and they shot it right out here on this historic railroad trail. Right here is the spot where she was hiding inside while he was confronting all of the motorcycle gang right in front of her. Guys, this is really cool.
We are about to enter Tunnel 1 of this historic railroad trail. Now it is 300 feet long, 25 feet wide, and 30 feet high. Now they made this thing this large to accommodate the railroad and the parts that they needed to build the Hoover Dam. We are right now between Tunnel 2 and Tunnel 3, and you could tell we're getting close to the Hoover Dam because of the great big power lines.
So we are at the Hoover Dam side of Tunnel 3. And you can see here, they have a shipping container that's been reinforced on the top. And, we're here with John and Terry, and there are, neighbors camping. So we're out taking a look at things. And John and I are talking about why did they do this? And John, who worked for Boeing for many years, has that engineer type mind. He looked up above and saw it's probably to protect people from the rocks that looks like they've been falling. So they have these arches up there to hold stuff up, and you can see that they have over time tried to shore up all of this rock, and this is just ensuring that the visitors walking on this trail are not getting hit in the head by a rock. I don't think that would be a very good day.
So here we are entering Tunnel 5 of the 5 tunnels that the rail cars had to come through to get to the Hoover Dam.
And this tunnel has quite the story. Because in 1972, this tunnel actually started on fire. There was timbers in here, and all those timbers started on fire. So they had to close the tunnel down for over 10 years, and they finally got it back up.
Well, they decided that because it was such a historical, area, that they raised money to reopen this tunnel.
Now, they've also shot the sides of this tunnel with, I think it's called Staycrete or something like that. And so it looks kind of like a Disneyland tunnel. It looks a little finished, but that's just because they want to make sure that nobody gets hurt in these things. But what I really want to do is I want you to look down into the blackness of this tunnel and think back to 1934, 1935, when they were building the Hoover Dam. Trains were coming up here. 9 trains ran 24 hours a day for 5 years as they were building the dam. And they came through here, and they had to slow in this tunnel down to 2 miles an hour because sometimes they had to move the equipment on the back. Just an incredible story, and just to be here and feel it, you can feel the power of this tunnel.
And you have to look, and we'll show you, because I'll run the camera as we go down. The tunnel actually curves around, so that had to make it way more difficult to get the trains and the equipment through here. We just finished our hike through the historic rail trail, and it had told us it was 2.5 miles, and I will tell you, my phone says 5.6 miles. So just so you know, now it is
might be
flat,
a little longer,
and it may be longer. It is flat. It's an easy trail. At the end of it, there are benches so you could sit. We actually sat and had lunch. Great conversation with friends.
So this is something, and where we are is right next to Hoover Dam, and the trail goes from the Boulder City side actually through the mountain and 5 tunnels, and you come out on the other side and you're at Hoover Dam. So it is really something that you kind of have to see.
Right.
You really kind of have to go and see. I don't think the pictures do it as much justice as it really has.
Right.
Now, right behind us too, we're in the parking lot for the trail, and this is outside of the pay part of the gate of the park. So you can come here and do this for absolutely nothing if you start from this side.
Right.
If you start from the dam side, it costs you $10 to park, and then you can walk this way and back.
Right. So there is a visitor center just up the hill, and you could actually walk the trail from the visitor center. It makes it a little longer, or we are standing in a parking lot, which is also free. There's bathrooms here. There's a bathroom on the other end, just to give some details here on the other end of the trail. So it's a great trail, and it's an easy walk, or you could bike, you could take a stroller. It's really
bring some water if you're going to do it. Bring some water. You might want to bring a snack or something. It was great to sit at the table at the far end and just have a little snack and have some lunch. And the beauty here, I mean, look behind us. You can see the trees in the background back there. That's the campground that we're staying at. It's called Boulder Beach Campground. Beautiful Lake Mead. This is something that you just need to experience. One of the wonders of the world, not very far from us. It's just a must-do.
It absolutely is. And again, really easy. Even though it was a long trail, it was really easy.
Yeah, we're going to build that stamina up so we can get there someday. Yes. I'm Dan Hunt with my incredible wife, Patty Hunt, saying have a great rest of today.
And an even better day tomorrow.